What's good with you guys? It's Jibu, and this is a quick story time on how I was stabbed in the leg for agreeing with Andrew Tate. So let's just get straight to it. Alright, so before I get into the story, this is the picture.
Really, nigga?
It's the image of my injury when I was stabbed in the leg. So basically, right, I was sitting in the lounge. At the time, I was living in the hostel, and there were two females there. There was one straight woman. We'll call this straight girl Millie, right? And there was another girl. And her actual name is Mary Wallace. So basically, we were all sitting in the lounge, right? So I came in. These two were already there before I went in. So I entered the room and I sat down, just minding my own business. And the lesbian girl was just laughing at me and shit. And I'm like, yo, what are you laughing at, bro? And she's like, nothing. And like, yeah, we're just talking for a little bit. And then the lesbian girl asked me why I believe Andrew Tate is great in like a teasing fashion, like, you know, trying to mock me and shit like that. You know, she giggled after it. And then, you know, I gave her my reasons on why I believe Andrew Tate is great. So I basically just stated that, you know, he makes good points. You know, he's a successful man that's inspiring other men to become better than what they are. And they both started laughing. And I'm like, wait, so just explain to me why you don't like Andrew Tate. And the straight girl stated that Andrew Tate has raped women. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, where'd you get this from? Like, the last time I checked, he hasn't even been accused. Millie stated that Andrew Tate was caught on video beating a woman. And then, you know, I debunked that, stating that, you know, even the woman that was in the video debunked the video, stating that, you know, it was all for play. You know, and she made 2 videos. And then Millie was like, well, you know, Andrew Tate probably just paid him off. And I'm like, bro, she made 2 videos. Then I think after Mary Wallace was like, you know, women have always been repressed for the longest amount of time. And I'm like, you're talking about the past, bro. You're talking about before. Like, nowadays, it's like women in first world countries, bro, you rule the world. Women in first world countries rule first world countries, bro. I mentioned how the justice system mainly sides with females than males. I mentioned how males commit suicide more than women. I also mentioned that how men are more likely to be a victim of physical assault, and that women in first world countries are not oppressed at all. And they were like, of course we are. And you know, always they were bringing up the past. And I was like, bro, listen, you weren't oppressed though. You're acting like you was oppressed, but you was never oppressed. You wasn't a woman that was oppressed, so I don't know what you're talking about. And if you really believe you're oppressed, go to Iran and go to all these other countries where women are oppressed, and you understand what true oppression is. And the Mary Wallace started smiling at me. She was like, well, I actually speak to these women. I'm like, well, you're not helping these women. And then she looked at me and she was like, well, you're not helping these women. And I said, I'm not. But that's not my whole point. I'm saying that you're oppressed when you know for a fact that those women are truly oppressed. And you're out here just talking about you're oppressed and you're not helping these women. Go help these women. Go donate £5 to these women. Go donate some of your money to these women. Go donate some of your clothes to these women. I mean, you can dress how you want, wherever you want. Do whatever you want here in these first world countries, bro. You could go falsely accuse a man of whatever, and everybody's gonna bat their eye on the man. Millie mentioned how, you know, women get paid less than men. And then I stated how oftentimes it's because men go for jobs that pay more than women do. Women desire jobs that have to do with, you know, taking care of other people. Men are the ones that pick the jobs that pay the most money. And Millie basically stated how society's fault for instilling such beliefs about men and women and what they should be doing. So I counteracted that claim by stating that in Sweden, you know, if you allowed men to go do whatever they want, have them decide what jobs they wanted to pick, and let women decide what jobs they wanted to pick. Women tend to go for jobs that have to do with working with other people, bro, and you know, those type of jobs make less money, whilst men go for jobs that pay more money. So this is proven in Sweden, where they're allowed to go choose whatever they want. You know, and I also stated that the truth is that, you know, it's that men and women are different. We're just built different, you know. It's like women are just look better. Women just look 10 times better than men. You know, women live longer than men. Women have stronger immune systems than men. You know, there are more caring women than there are caring men in this world. You know, whilst men are, you know, on average stronger and faster than women. Millie agreed with what I had to say, you know. She agreed with what I had to say, whilst Mary was pretty quiet. She was actually Like, I could tell she was pissed, you know, she started frowning at me and shit like that. But Millie was like, you know, well, men are just sexist in general. And, you know, she stated how, you know, she's experienced sexism in high school. And, you know, I wasn't going to downplay her experiences and shit like that, you know, and I believe that sexism, racism, etc., is wrong, right? However, if she's gonna go out there and state that males are sexist, then how come you told me that the day before I was stabbed, that the majority of your friends were male, right? So throughout high school up until now, the majority of your friends have been male. So if men were so sexist, then why is the majority of your friends male, right? You know, as Millie was about to speak, you know, Mary took my pencil from my pocket and she stabbed me in my leg. Unfortunately, I can't access the CCTV cameras, but this is on camera. She can walk around, roam around the streets and assault somebody. That's physical assault. Now let's just reverse everything. This black guy going out there stabbing this white girl in the leg. Are you crazy? You all will crucify me, bro. And then she was like, get out. She started causing C. She's like, get out. You get out. I'm tired. Like, just get out. And then, you know, the staff came around and the staff was like, what's going on? And then Mary was like, Jib was trying to downplay Millie's sexist experiences. I'm looking at this bitch like, what the fuck? What are you lying for? And then Millie, you know, she's just following Mary Wallace. And then she's like, yeah, you know, he's just being proper sexist. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? You just agree with me. You just agreed with what I just had to say and now you're switching up on me. And, you know, like, they just start causing commotion, start screaming at my face. And then, you know, they go into the office or whatever. And the staff comes around and they're like, oh, you're very sexist. And, like, they were just getting at me, calling me a sexist and shit like that. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? How am I sexist? And I'm just looking at the MIDI girl like, bro, this shit just said you agree with me. You just said you agreed with me. So how are you going to allow this shit to happen? And I just said, yo, I just got stabbed in the leg. Like, can I at least have a plaster? She's like, you're going to be fine. Just walk it off. I'm like, bro, are you serious? This is the sort of compassion and empathy you have for me. Like, I just got stabbed in the leg, bro. They asked me a question. I answered the question. They were unsatisfied with the question and stabbed me in my leg. They physically... That is a crime. That is a crime. That is... Bro, what the fuck? But yeah, I basically left. And that was that. I actually did report it to the police, no chat. They told me they couldn't really do much about it. So, goodness, I'm still astonished how nothing's happened to her, bro. She really stabbed me in my leg. My goodness, just imagine if I even forget stabbing her in the leg, bro, with a pencil, bro. Just imagine if I slapped her across the face. Imagine a black guy slapping a white girl in the face. My God, just imagine. I guarantee you, I slap her across the face, you're gonna get to crying. Oh, this nigga slapped me across the face. This nigga slapped me across the face. But whatever, bro. That was quick story time and how I was stabbed in the leg for agreeing with Andrew Tate. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and I'm out.